I'm going to spend the next 5 hours trying out different Make Money apps and see if I can make more than the minimum wage. Make Money online apps is a really hot topic on YouTube right now. 3 apps for passive earning up to $10 per minute, which is $600 in 1 hour. 5 new gig apps that pays $2,500 per week. $7 per app. Get paid to just install apps. Do you think this is true or not? Comment down below. I'd love to see what you guys have to say. By the end of this video, you are going to learn if you can leave your full-time minimum wage job and make money with apps full-time instead. The minimum wage job varies from state to state and from country to country. Where I stay in South Africa, the minimum wage is $2 per hour. In the United States, it can go up to $13 an hour. Therefore, I'm going to take a worldwide average of just $5 an hour and see if I can beat this in the next 5 hours, running and playing these apps to make more than $5 per hour. If you're working a minimum wage job within a 5-hour shift and commit some good old tax fraud, can we make the same $25 in 5 hours? Also, the thing I said about tax fraud is a complete joke because I'm way too busy running pyramid schemes. Real talk, if we're able to make $25 in this 5-hour shift just off these apps, this technically means you don't even have to go outside and work a 9-to-5 job. I'm gonna try this out for the next 5 hours straight, clock in non-stop to test if these wild claims are true. I wanted to start things off by starting completely from scratch as a complete noob. Before I clock in for 5 hours, I need to go and do research and find what are the best 10 apps that these gurus are claiming on YouTube can make you hundreds of dollars an hour and thousands of dollars every single week. So therefore, I went onto YouTube and searched up some of the most trending Make Money app videos and took notes of the top 10 apps that I averaged out from all of these videos that they claim to be paying the most. And this was my final list, mostly comprising of earn money playing games, survey apps, and user interviews. Before I get started, I didn't feel like sitting in my chair all afternoon. I decided to have a quick break and go play some golf. I've gone ahead and installed all of these apps. It's currently 8:47 p.m, so let's see how much we can make in the next 5 hours. Some of these apps have been updated and their names have been changed. So for example, the one survey app was now changed to Premise. Still the same thing, just under a new update and a new name. So I'm going to start off with app number 1, Earn 11, and see how much I can make in the next couple of hours. Okay, so my first thoughts on this app was quite boring. I just ended up completing a couple of surveys where I enter some basic information, my job, income, the country that I stay in. I'm assuming it's doing some research on me to learn about what surveys they can offer to me. A couple minutes in, I've earned 2,309 coins on this one particular app by completing a couple of surveys and completing a few games, which is equivalent to about 30 US cents. In about 10 minutes, so far it's not looking like it's promising hundreds of dollars every single day or $7 every single download. Let's continue trying and see how much more we can make. The next app is called Pirate Bay, which I'm assuming is an app where you can get paid to play games. But the thing is, every time I open this app, it just crashes and closes. So I don't know if it works any longer. So therefore, I'm just going to move on to the next app. Following through that, the next app is called Premise.com. So just by signing up, I've already earned 10 cents. Let's go and continue and see if we can make more from this. I recommend when completing these apps is always complete your profile, do what it asks so that it will give you as many tasks as possible to make as much money as possible. So firstly, the app promised me 10 cents if I just complete my profile, mentioning the country that I stay, my location, what type of job I work in, what type of income I work. Just by completing my profile, I've earned another 10 cents, which is so far a total of 20 cents earned on this application. Some of these tasks include going over to shops and taking some pictures of these shops, and when you submit these photos, you will go and earn money for doing so. I've been sitting for about 50 minutes going through my phone, going through all of these different locations that I can submit to this app. So for example, a coffee shop, pictures that I had at a bar, individual beer drinks when I took some pictures with my friends having a beer, a mini supermarket, some pictures I've taken from in shops before. So some of these pictures I had from years ago. I've been sitting for about 50 minutes going through some of the photos through my phone, going over what different photos I could find to submit to these different areas. So for example, a restaurant near me, some pictures that I had with old friends, different bars around me, coffee shops, etc., which has brought my total to $1.10. So therefore, close to about an hour and a half in, I have so far made just under $3.50. There is about 3 hours 48 minutes left to determine how much I've earned in these 5 hours, to determine if working on these apps is worthwhile and will pay more than a minimum wage job. But so far, I don't really see that happening. So I'm moving on to the next app called Survey Apps, which again, I'm assuming I'm going to get paid to complete surveys. So again, just filling out some more basic information such as my location, my education, what type of degrees I have. I'm assuming the app is learning more about me on what type of surveys it's going to offer me. I see it already offers me a certain amount. A few more surveys in about half an hour. I'm now at $1.30. So we're just coming up to halfway through our time, and we have so far earned about $4.40. The next app is called Prizes by Game, where I can play games and earn real cash. So I'm going to click on play, and let's see how much this application pays. I had to play this bouncy board game where I jump across the different squares. If I land on those little blue characters, I get a certain amount of points, which I can exchange into cash. Honestly, this was actually the most funnest thing that I've done throughout this entire experience. But let's see how much it pays when, or by the time that I'm done with this app. Okay, so after spending about an hour just spin the lucky wheel for videos, I just spun the wheel over and over again until I won some money. I see they do have a $20 option over here, so if you do land on that, you might get lucky. But yeah, all you need to do is click on spin to watch a video, and it's about a 30-second video, and you can spin the wheel over and over again. And from my experience, there's no real limit to this, and you can just keep spinning this until you hit some good money. And I've so far made $5.15 on this application in about just over an hour. So far, we are up to about $9 in close to 3 hours and 20 minutes. The next application is called Paid Work, which again, instead of playing games, is continuing with surveys and doing tasks to make money online. So I'm going to give this a try, and I'll let you know at the end how much I make. Initially, this application was not giving me any surveys. I think it was because I was from a third world country. So what I did was I signed up with a new account based in the USA, and I got a ton of more surveys. So I definitely think with these applications, sign up in a first world country. This was honestly quite a disappointing application, as I only earned 0.41 Rand, which is equivalent to $0.05 in the last couple of minutes. I had to watch a couple of videos, I completed 1 or 2 surveys, and I also did some tasks by subscribing to YouTube channels and joining Discord servers, and the pay was nowhere near as what I expected. It was extremely low. But moving on to the next app called Make Money App. So let's see how much we make from this app. The usual for this app, where I had to fill in some information for the app to get to know me. Then I was offered to play some crossword puzzle game where I would get paid a couple of coins, which again, you can exchange for a couple of cash. I just filled out as much information as possible to get as many earning tasks as possible. I still have about 50 minutes left, so I just downloaded another app called Make Money off the App Store, where again I have to complete surveys, earn coins, which I can transfer for cash. So far we are at a total of $11.32 in about 4 hours and 35 minutes. If I had to include the next 25 minutes, we might make an extra couple of cents. So let's round it off to $11.50 in 5 hours. I'm going to completely debunk this and say this is nothing like the big claims that these YouTubers and gurus are making or claiming what they're making in their videos. In my experience, it's nothing like that at all. And keep in mind, I've mostly used the applications that they're mentioning in their videos. I'm not using any applications that's different. The list of my applications came from all of their videos, which comes to a total of $2.50 per hour, which in my particular country, South Africa, that is definitely more than the minimum wage. So the big question, are these Make Money apps worth your time or a complete waste of time? If you really want to go the route of making money online, I definitely think you should learn a skill such as coding, graphic design, trading, or content creation, and building a business is going to earn you a lot more money in the future In the long run, I think the main reason that people are attracted to these apps is because it does guarantee some sort of quick cash in return, but again, it's not really going to pay a lot at all. You're much better off getting a minimum wage job, which you're most likely going to enjoy far more than sitting here for 5 to 10 hours a day just playing on these mobile apps. People also prefer these apps because you don't need to put in a ton of skill and a ton of learning efforts into learning how to create a business, how to start selling products, how to build an audience, or how to code, how to graphic design, or how to become an editor. If you are considering to try these Make Money Online apps to make some money, I'm gonna stop you right there and immediately tell you that you really are not going to make a lot of money with this. This is definitely not going to be viable long term. You may make an extra buck or two if you want to go buy some drinks with friends or go to the movies. Even then, so it may not be enough. I would rather much take this valuable time and learn a proper skill such as coding and all the rest of the nonchalant that I've mentioned in this video that you can learn, and you will definitely be much better off in the future. Let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these apps before, if you think it's worth it, and how much you've made. Have an amazing day, guys. I'll see you in the next video.